All right, this is instructor Brian Auger again. Last time we were working with the body opponent bag, Bob. This time we're just going to work with a standard kicking bag. We're just going to review some of the basic kicks from home. And I figured this might be helpful so you can practice, at least mentally, on how to do some of these things. A lot of times in the public studios, they kind of rush through, or there's a lot going on, a lot of students to manage, and they're not telling you the exact ways in which they should be doing each kick, so to speak. They don't get enough one-on-one. So we're going to go through each kick, the mechanics of the kick, and how to do it so that you're doing it correctly when you're practicing then doing your kicks on the bags or in the studio. So hopefully I don't have to correct you as much. Okay, so let's go ahead and right foot back Spartan stance should be height. We'll start with the first kick. The basic kick is your front kick, okay? The front kick. The knee comes up in front, bent. Then the toes extend outward, kicking with the ball of the foot, not your toes. Too many bones in the top of the foot, you're going to break your foot. Now I know they teach you like this for the snap, okay, and that's nice for kicking targets, but if you're actually kicking something in real life, unless you're wearing steel toe boots and you're going for the crotch in between their legs, it does not make sense. You pull your toes back, you kick with the ball of the foot, the padded section right there, and nothing gets hurt, okay? So up, bend, and out, kick, and then back and retract. That's a standard front kick. I don't know how many times I see people going like this, which is closer to an axe kick, or this, which is closer to a crescent kick. And so we gotta go back to the basics and make sure you get it right. So foot comes up, extend out, right, with key up, don't forget your key up, and come back, okay? That's the basic front kick. You should do, 3 on each leg, or 6 on each leg, 10 on each leg, 12 on each leg, whatever. Get your exercise, get your heart elevated. All right. Next basic kick is the roundhouse kick. Now, there are 2 ways to do this. In Taekwondo, they kick with the top part of the foot because they're kicking lightly for points and they're hitting the padded sections ideally and not somebody's underneath their elbow. God, that hurts. Hit them on the top of the foot. There's a lot of bones there. But it is what it is. It's a sport. So, same thing as the front kick. The foot comes up like this. We turn our body sideways. Some schools say you have to go completely 180, okay? But for sparring purposes, you're not going to turn 180 degrees each time, okay? You're probably going to come up with a 45 degrees and your foot's just going to kind of go outward a little bit like this, and you're going to deliver the snap. So it comes up straight, turn side, snap, and back, okay? With a key up, of course. Right? Okay? And obviously more power the better. But you're kicking for points in Taekwondo. And hopefully not connecting with anyone's elbows. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Now, the other way to kick with that roundhouse kick, and of course I see people swing their legs around like this as hard as they can. Yeah, you can do it like that too, but for fast purposes in the snap, this is how it goes, and then you can retract and be back where you need to be, okay? That's the difference. Okay. Now, the other way to do the kick in Aikido is we use the balls of our feet, which I prefer. You're not going to hurt the balls of your feet. So, pull back the toes, turn, come and hit on the side, not straight like a side kick, on the side a little bit, and put some power into it. Right? And move the 250-pound guy away from you a little bit. Right? Okay? So that's how you do. In Aikido, slightly different. Pull back those toes, use the padded part. Makes more sense for me. Okay. Next kick you generally learn is the side kick. It's very similar again. We're doing these same motions again. Foot comes or knee comes up. We turn our body sideways. This time we're trying to connect with the heel. Toes pointed downward and the heel connects. And this one is a pushing forward kick, not a hitting on the side. Roundhouse, side kick. That's the difference. So this kick is more similar to push kick. Okay? And then we're pushing them away from us with all our power. It's a powerful kick. Okay, so foot comes up, turn, and extend out. To do it with a key up, right? Easily knock down any size opponent. Okay, it's just a couple 100 pounds on this thing, but you get a lot of power on that kick, no doubt. Extend out and retracting down. Okay, your next basic kick we'll do is the axe kick. Now it's a little hard to do on a bag. But I'm going to come down towards the front of the bag instead of we would be coming down on top of something. But the axe kick is that kick where the leg remains straight. We don't bend at the knee this time. We come up and we come down, okay? Or we come on the inside up and down. It doesn't matter. They call that in to out axe kick, out to in axe kick, whatever. We're slightly angling our foot downward though, so that we're hitting with either the ball or the heel. I don't care which one, they're both padded, but we don't hit with this part back here, okay? So you come down like that. Hit with like the bottom of your hand, bam, down on it. It's hard to do on a bag because there's no padding right here, but you can practice a little bit with it, okay? And try and hit the front of the bag. That would be their chest pad, and you can score a point with that, okay? And if you're in tight with someone, pulling that up, you know, and quickly coming in down could be useful, okay? And don't forget your key up, of course. All right, next kick we'll do is the crescent kick, or they call a half moon kick, a half moon, okay? And that's where we're arcing our leg around, okay? Arcing it around and coming, at the last second, we're turning our foot inward and we're hitting with the bottom of the foot again, only where the pads are. Either the ball or the heel. On the underside, we're kicking and it comes around on the side. This could be jawline, this could be temple, it could be knockout, okay? Those are your targets generally for this kick. If you're not playing or you're not scoring with a full contact head, then you go for right here on the side of the pad. And you can whip that one out pretty quick, okay? But the point is, don't hit with this part of the foot. That's a big bone right there. You're gonna hurt yourself, okay? So turn the foot at the last section and make sure you hit with the bottom of the foot only. And of course, don't forget your kick. Okay. That's 4. Now we get into some of the other advanced kicks, all right? So you have your turning back side kick, okay? You turn, look where you're kicking first, and then deliver a side kick. All it is, very simple. Turn, but look where you're kicking, or else you're going to end up hurting someone or kicking where you're not supposed to, and deliver. This is a great kick. They're coming at you with the roundhouse. If you quickly turn and deliver a side kick, they're out of the way. It's a great counter for a right roundhouse, and this is all I see in scoring. People doing roundhouse after roundhouse. It's very boring. Pull that roundhouse out of me, I'm going to knock you away. Okay, I'm tired of looking at it. All right, moving on. I don't want to pick up that bag anymore, so I'm not going to kick that one. All right, what's next? Okay, we have our front hook kick. It's kind of an awkward kick to do, but I guess it's good to learn. All right, I'm going to bring this up a little higher. Okay, so we swing our leg up onto the opposite side from the back leg, and then we hook it back at the last section. I'll do it on this side so you can see as well. Hook it back at the last section. Now when we hook it back, again we're hitting with the pads. Bottom of the foot. Hooking it back in their face. Or if you can't kick that high, I guess the midsection. But this again is another knockout kick. Some people can get a lot of power at this kick. Unfortunately, it's not one of my favorites. Right? Okay. On my right leg, maybe a little more, not so much. Okay, but other people do it on a 45, like that, almost like an axe kick, but they come down across the face in a diagonal, and it's power. So it can be a devastating kick if you can do it right. I prefer the back hook kick, not the front hook kick, because I'm already turning. So for back hook kick, we do the same thing as the back side kick. We turn and look where we're kicking, and then we whip our foot around, and we deliver that knockout blow to the temple, or maybe it's a little higher, to the temple or jawline, okay? And this is the one you see in the videos all the time. So they come up with a roundhouse, again being all boring, and then the guy just turns around, instead of doing a back side kick, he whips it and knocks the guy unconscious, okay? So again, right? You can get a little more power in that one if you, right? Yeah, that could be a knockout. You know, hit them right. You got twice as much power in your legs as you do in your arms. And although they say, you know, a lot of this kicking stuff isn't going to bust out in a real fight, that's true. That's true. But if they're still a little bit of a ways away or they're not expecting it, and you're good at what you do, you might land one of these, and you see it. You know, it still happens. So, anyway, again, one more time. Right? Got a little power in that one. All right. Now, for jump kicks, you can add a jump into any one of those kicks, as I've said before, very simply, by just kind of shuffling the opposite leg up first. You can even lift it up if you need to get your brain used to it, and then switching to the other foot, okay? So, you don't really need to do that, but for people just learning, you can put your foot up a little bit, and then hop, switch, and deliver. Like for instance, that's a front snap kick. So, right, okay, you switched. Again, right. That's all it is. You see them doing in the movies and they're like, right, that's all they're doing. They're just shuffling their foot a little bit, switching to the other leg and then kicking. Okay, same thing with the roundhouse. Comes up a little bit, right, okay, just a little bit, right, or snap with the bottom, with the top of the foot, taekwondo, okay? Sidekick, same thing, a little bit, bring the body and deliver, okay? Again, that's what you can do with sidekick. Jumping, you can also just jump from the back leg and deliver, all right? Very easy to jump from this position, turn your bodies in the air and kick. Very simple. Right? That's it. Very easy. Okay. So you can do your jump sidekick that way too. You can also do it just from the front leg if you really wanted to. You're not going to get as much power, but right? Many ways to do it, but the little switching leg thing seems to help people trying to grasp the concept of how to do a jump kick. We forgot one kick, the push kick. Okay, so unlike the snap kick, where I'm bringing my knee up, snapping it out, hitting fast, and then retracting, in this one, I'm bringing my foot up and I'm pushing forward the whole bottom of my foot as hard as I can and knocking the person back or over. Like I said, closer to a side kick because it's a pushing type of kick. This is front push kick. You go like that, you push it. It's going to knock over the bag, but whatever, we'll do it once. Right? Okay, so push them forward. That's a very effective kick. If there's only two kicks you're ever going to learn or ever use, I'd honestly say front push kick and side kick are the most practical. You can just quickly bring them twice as much power and get them away from you, or twice as much power and get them away from you. And push and hit. Although the rest of the stuff's nice, but yeah. Okay. And again, jumps for all of these. Jump, push. Okay. You do it as well. Jump, axe, or jump, axe, in to out to in, whatever. And then jump back side kick. Look where you're going again. Jump and deliver. Okay? It's not that hard. Right? Good power in that. Good power. Okay, good. Other than that, of course you can add a jump onto, I guess, the other kicks as well, like the back hook kick and whatever. Some people find using more power. I kind of enjoy having the plant and the big power, but you can do it. So just turn, and as you're turning, little pop, my foot just ever so slightly jumps off the ground at that last second. Okay? So again, pop, isn't necessary. Whatever. It's good to know the kicks, I guess. So turn and pop and deliver. Okay? With a little hop. And you're jumping back hook kick. That's pretty much all the basic kicks. We'll go ahead and stop it there. And again, remember, I'm just demonstrating them. When you're at home, you should do sets of 3 on each leg, or 6, or 10, 12, whatever it is, and then you move on to the next kick and do that. Get your heart rate elevated, get a workout, okay, and then move on to something else, maybe upper body. Okay, cut it there.